Hey, I'm Traci Copeland, and this is week 1 of Trainer of the Month Club with Well+Good. Got a nice little warm-up planned for you. We've got 10 moves that we're gonna do for 30 seconds. Warm-up is great for any running workout. Let's get started. All right, first move, we have alternating knee hugs. So I'm gonna grab left knee, draw it into my chest, and then take the opposite knee into my chest. I wanna make sure that I stay nice and light on my feet and that I stay on the ball of my foot every time I draw that knee close to my chest. You also wanna make sure that you stay nice and tall every single time, okay? You're not leaning back, you're not leaning forward. And again, you could do this in place, or you could do this, at your gym, moving across the room, totally up to you. All right, we're gonna move on to alternating hamstring stretch. So I'm gonna bring that right leg forward, scoop the ground, take a little jog in between, take the left leg forward, scoop the ground. Thing I wanna make sure is that I wanna make sure that my toe is pointing up towards the ceiling every single time I take that hamstring stretch. You just wanna make sure that you're keeping your back nice and flat and you're not rounding throughout any part of your spine. All right, just a few more seconds here, and then we're gonna move on to alternating quad stretch. So maintaining your balance here, but also stretching your quad. So taking that left ankle, opposite arm towards the ceiling. Taking a little jog in between, take it to the opposite side, point the knee down. And again, you're staying nice and tall here once again, and you're also making sure that you're not arching in any part of your spine, especially that lower back. You wanna make sure that you sink your tailbone under every single time. All right, we're gonna move on to alternating inner thigh stretch, okay? So I'm gonna take a nice straddle position, and then I'm gonna move to one side, keeping the weight in my heels, and then take it to the opposite side, okay? Just holding here for a few seconds as you get a nice little dynamic stretch. So if you feel like this is enough for you, or if you wanna go a little bit deeper, you can bring your opposite arm towards the ground, okay? We're now gonna move on to alternating lunge reach. So I'm gonna take that left leg forward, and I'm gonna reach my right arm up towards the ceiling, okay? Take that little jog in between, and then opposite leg. And this is really about stretching out the lateral chain of your body, okay? Yes, we are staying active in our quads and our hamstrings, but we also wanna make sure we get that lateral side of your body nice and warm, okay? All right, we're gonna move on to alternating tin soldiers. So this is just a deeper variation of that hamstring stretch, okay? So I'm gonna bring one leg forward, reach for the toe, step it back. We're gonna stay on one side for the first part, and then we're gonna switch to the opposite side, okay? So you're adding a little bit of an arm circle here every single time too, because you wanna make sure your arms are nice and warm, because you have to move your arms if you're gonna run, okay? We're gonna move over to that left side, or the opposite side, and take the leg up and down. All right, we're gonna move on to our next move. We're gonna go into the glute activation. So starting with my hands on my hips, balancing on one leg, and I'm gonna send one leg back and then come all the way back up to stand, okay? I'm gonna stay on that same side. Once again, we're focusing on a little bit of unilateral movement here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take it to the opposite side once I've done about 15 seconds or so, okay? So I'm kicking that leg directly back. I wanna make sure that my hips stay square and I'm looking towards the ground, all right? We're gonna move on to our walking march or walking skip. So the skips are gonna start with a march. You're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. This is how you start, and this is how you can start your A skip. You wanna make sure that your eyes stay forward the entire time. As you get comfortable with this movement, with your hands cheek to cheek, you can progress this. So you can add a little hop to it, okay? Staying nice and light on your feet. So it's not about the power of the movement, it's about staying connected to the ground the entire time, okay? We're gonna crank things up a little bit, we're gonna move on, we're gonna go into high knees, okay? So, nice and tall, once again, hands are going cheek to cheek, driving my thighs up so that the legs stay parallel to the ground the entire time. And notice that my body isn't leaning forward, isn't leaning back, okay? All right, we're gonna move on to butt kicks now, okay? So I wanna make sure that my knees are facing down. I wanna make sure that my heels are grazing my glutes, okay? Also notice I'm nice and tall here. Whew. All right, hope you guys are feeling nice and warm. We got the quads, we got the hamstrings, we got the glutes, we got even a little bit of arm movement. I think you guys are warmed up for your run now. And if you're not, you can go ahead and do that whole sequence all over again. I'll see you next week. Peace out.